It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas. It is Tuesday, November 26, 2019 at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.
What a beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Beautiful
It was
morning.
surprisingly warm. I took Pepper out, for his little bathroom stuff, and it was about, right around 6 o'clock, and wow, it was warm. They're going to be changing.
Yeah. It's not going to be that bad, though.
Oh, I don't think so.
We got a little rain coming in.
Yeah,
but
seasonal weather. I mean, it'll be fine. And so
you're all making it like it's going to be this big winter storm.
Well, you ought to see this. We'll get to the weather here in just a minute, but in the last couple of days we've had this nice, peaceful map, no watches or warnings or anything, and it's lit up like a Christmas tree with everything from the Weather Service. But anyway, get to the weather in a minute. Anyway, welcome Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis. Our guest today is going to be State Representative Jack Fortner and his wife Pam here in just a few minutes. And we hope your Tuesday morning is off to a great start. And Down on the Corner is brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. Jack's got a cup of it over here, and he'll be awake now through Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be over there talking, saying, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't have a problem with this coffee at all. This coffee tastes fine. I don't.
We'll be here till Thursday, won't we? Brood Awakening Coffee, as you heard in the introduction, 3 locations to serve you. Now, Baxter Regional, they're doing some remodeling, some construction work, so be patient there. And Brood Awakening's outside the cafeteria in the little picnic area.
Trailer thing.
A little trailer. And it's temporary, but they're going to have a really nice coffee bar in the main lobby of the hospital. Going to be really nice, and we're looking forward to that. Mike and his staff do a great job at all 3 locations. Bomber Boulevard's not going to be as busy today. No school this week due to the Thanksgiving break. Then you got 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. So check out any of the 3 locations. Brood Awakening. Mike and the staff do a great job bringing you the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Sprite?
Yeah. Yep. I'm on my Sprite kick this morning.
There you go. Yeah, once again, Brood Awakening, he's been our sponsor for 4, 5, 6 years, even back in the radio days, and came over and joined us on TV, and glad to have him. Brood Awakening Coffee, check them out. 3 locations in Mountain Home to serve you. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes. In the state of Arkansas, there's 29 Roller Funeral Homes to serve you, with 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in Mountain Home, you can talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Very caring, loving, understanding, and professional. Can't say enough good words about the roller folks around the state of Arkansas, and especially right here in Mountain Home. They know what to do. They know how to handle it. Let them do it. Do your pre-planning and call them after the holiday. Perhaps do some pre-planning. It's the holidays. I don't want to think about that. Think about it. Could sneak up on somebody, so be prepared. Roller Funeral Homes can help you get prepared, and they know, like Scooter says, you can say it better than I can on some of the stuff with Roller, just how professional and...
Yeah, the big thing, and I tell everybody, you want to know the difference between Roller Funeral Home, go talk to one of them.
Yeah.
Just go in and sit down with one of them. You'll find out where their heart and their passion really is to help and to make a difference. So.
Yep. Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, like a lot of people, I think back on the good old days, most generally when I was a child or teenager, and I'm thankful for the great memories over the years. Now, as my parents and grandparents have passed on, I look forward to making new good old days, if that makes sense. I'm so thankful for a good family and those good memories. But Lord, there are people that wish they could forget their past, and some people even dread the holidays. Lord, I pray you give these people a new peace and joy. Help them to be happy. Lord, I pray for those that are all alone, and give them hope, give them peace. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And
now Pam's not used to this. She hang on over there.
No. We're going to change this up. Hold on. Let me go to widescreen here.
You're not going to Jack?
Yeah, Jack's going to do the trumpet
Jack's
this
the
morning.
Car guy.
There you go. The weather.
Thank you, Jack. It was the coffee.
It was. I think it was.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retiredtoarkansas.net. And be sure to check out the website. Surely to goodness, this week, there's families getting together. Mom, Dad, you might want to downsize. You might blah, blah, blah. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net. Some folks may be retiring at the end of the year and turns the corner in 2020, maybe coming down in February, March. Check it out.
It's been an amazing year for real estate. And
in the last 2 weeks, $10 million.
I was about to say, it hasn't slowed down. It's been amazing, very amazing end of the year. And if you're looking at downsizing or making a change or whatever, now's the time to put your home on the market. Now's the time to give Z-Team a call because the homes are selling. I mean,
and they need listings.
Every week they've got homes already active contingent before they even hit the market.
Yep.
So
you bet. Give them a call, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. We're going to take a look at the White River. Clear, no fog, cloudy. The lights are still on the bridge. See, the bridge is on the left-hand side there. The 62-412, you see the city of Cotter lit up. The little baseball field and picnic area down by Big Spring Park is the little clearing you see right there. Mountain Home would be in the right center part of the screen at the horizon there, and the state of Missouri would be straight on the center of the horizon. And so the beautiful shot of the White River. The camera's in Marion County. You're looking into Baxter County and Cotter, Arkansas. Wonderful little town.
You know what?
What's that?
I think I have set an hors d'oeuvre right on top of that camera. I remember that view. Is that on a deck of someone we all know and love? Yeah, I thought so. Yep, I have. I set a little hors d'oeuvre right there.
That's looking out their kitchen window.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
that's just terrible. I have to wake up and look at that every morning.
Yeah,
just terrible.
And if you want a view like this, call the Z-Team today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you can log into retiredtoarkansas.net and you click on live cam and you can see it. Oh, morning shot of the White River, morning view of the White River brought to you by the Z-Team. For all your real estate needs.
You know what you could do?
What?
You talk about being able to go on this screen when you go to the website and take an actual picture of that and then put it up right on the inside of your windows.
Oh, yeah.
So then when you look out, you got the same view.
Yeah, there you go.
It may be cheating, but that's all right.
Need a bit. Anyway, view of the White River brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Right now, Mountain Home, we're at 56 degrees. Flippin's at 57. 55 at Hardy, 57 in Yellville, 52 at Salem. Calico Rock checks in at 56. It's 59 in Mountain View, 46 in St. Louis, 51 at Poplar Bluff, 52 at West Plains, 54 in Branson, 28 in Watford City, North Dakota. And so, rats, I was hoping to get by having to refresh this thing again and reset the map. If you don't stay on this map right here and wait for a few minutes,
it likes to keep updated, that is for sure.
Yeah. A little bit of shower activity in Mexico and then into Texas, and could be moving this way. We'll put that in motion here and see what's going on. And
it looks like it's kind of going northeast.
Yeah, that stuff in Dallas just kind of formed over Dallas. A little bit of freezing precip in Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, a little bit in South Dakota. Nothing right now in the middle part of the country, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana. A little bit down in Dallas, like I said. Rather than that, we'll check your highway 62, 412. Oh, now picking up a zoom in, get a little bit in southeast Missouri. Right now in Arkansas, nothing showing up. Highway 62, 412 east and west is clear. Highway 65 north-south to Branson from Little Rock. Highway 67, 167 from Little Rock to Batesville and on up to Poplar Bluff, in good shape there. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 in Arkansas. Clear at this time. Now it's starting to refresh itself. We're picking up isolated showers along 167 and 67. And some a little round.
You got some coming up from Texas, it looks like.
You got some coming into Texas now, too. So, anyway, just very minor light showers. Now, some more has popped up south and southeast of Pine Bluff. So, let's move up into Missouri and check that. Interstate 70 and I-44 at this time look like they're in pretty good shape. Interstate 55 coming in from Cape Girardeau to St. Louis. Maybe a light shower around Cape. And then on Highway 67 north of Poplar Bluff towards St. Louis. Just very light shower activity at this time. And let's see, Interstate 64 East St. Louis, Illinois, east of Mount Vernon, no problems there. I-57, I-70, Vandalia, Effingham, and the I-24-57 junction looks like it's in pretty good shape. A little bit around Paducah, Kentucky, and Carroll, Illinois right now, but that's about it. Okay, now for that colorful map. Look at that. Okay, the pink is
ice.
Winter storm warning. The blue would be your watches and warnings, your purples. Anyway, you've got high wind warnings and watches in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Illinois, Iowa, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, and parts of New York. You have some fog in northeast Mississippi. And the funny thing is, you get the Missouri-Arkansas state line, and Arkansas is just isolated from this. Hallelujah. Stay north. I don't know if you can see the cursor on the screen, but right here, and let's see, what's the brown? Boy, they have pulled everything. Let me just hit Missouri and see what the brown is. It may be wind advisory in Missouri. So, and that's the whole state. All of basically Illinois and Missouri and Iowa, Indiana, Kentucky, high wind warning. It's moving along that front. So with that, the 7-day forecast looks like this. Today, 40% chance of showers with a high of 64. Tonight, low of 40 degrees. Showers then mostly clear. Tomorrow, high of 50. Sunshiny skies, going to be a nice day. Then 20% chance of showers Wednesday night. Thanksgiving Day, 90% chance of showers with a high of 42. So it's not going to warm up much. Still going to be a nice day. You know, I mean, you can put up a 90% chance of showers. And Thursday night, 70% showers likely. Friday, it increases to 80%. Saturday, 60%. So the rain continues throughout the weekend. But we're coming in on the end of the year, and that's how sometimes the weather happens, you know. Thanksgiving's late this year. I think the 28th is the latest it can be. I think November 22nd is the earliest, and the 28th is the latest, depending on how the calendar falls. Senator Rayburn, I think, was caught in some traffic on I-40 and around Conway County last night. They had some accidents. They had around Atkins. They had some. They had I-40 shut down for about 3 miles, and had some pretty bad accidents down there. Right now, nothing going on in Arkansas. We have just the usual the work on the highways and some of the side roads from the water. But let me see if there's anything showing up weather-wise here. Nope, a little bit down in Texarkana. Checking Missouri, same thing. They took the flooded parts off of the.
They got them repaired.
The southern part of the state. You know, there's a couple of flood watches around Highway 142 and Highway N in extreme southern Missouri. So before you travel, check iDrive Arkansas and of course Missouri Department of Transportation, and they'll keep you updated on all the highway situations there. Morning weather is brought to you by the Z Team for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. RetireToArkansas.net. Community calendar on November 30th. There will be the 6th annual art sale. The art sale Saturday, November 30th, 9 to 4 indoors at the Van Meter Senior Center in Cooper Park on Spring Street. 16 artists displaying their art for sale, featuring baskets, bead weaving, copper sculpture, fabric art, 2 gourd artists, jewelry, knitter, 2 painters, photographers, pottery, stained glass weaving, and 2 wood turners. So that'd be very interesting there. Then also at the Van Meter Senior Center, several things coming up on December 12th. Christmas country music and dinner featuring country singer Joshua Michael. The dinner starts at 11 a.m., goes to 12:30 in the afternoon. And your sponsors are Ignite Nutrition, Royal Storage, and Furniture Depot. And then also the Van Meter Senior Center Activity and Wellness Center's 4th annual Christmas bake sale is Thursday, December 12th from 9 to 4. Pies, cakes, and cookies, and so much more. Another little fundraiser there. Holiday Craft and Bake Sale takes place Saturday, December 7th at Redeemer Lutheran Church, Highway 5 North and Dorr Street. Come and enjoy chicken noodle soup and crusty bread from 11 to 1 for $3. You can enjoy free coffee, spiced apple cider, a drawing for a $50 gift card. All proceeds support the Ozark Center of Hope. How's that?
This Saturday, the Mountain Home Bomber wrestling team hits the Conway. We've got varsity boys and varsity girls that will be competing over there. This should be a pretty tough tournament. We just finished that one last week in our first one, and that was kind of a big ordeal. They had radio station or TV stations and everything out there,
covering
because that's the first all-girls wrestling tournament in the state. And so they kind of led the way, opening up the door, and we did really well there. We had 14 schools, and we took third overall. We had a real mild injury that prevented one of the girls from finishing, or I think we would have locked in second without an issue. So we did real well. I'm looking forward to this weekend against varsity and see how they do.
Sounds good. 7:15, time for breaks. State Rep Jack Fortner here. Be right back.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrubs stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing, embroidery, and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Your car is a member of the family. It takes you where you need to go, and it makes sure you are safe at all times. When a wreck or accident happens, trust the only place that will treat you and your vehicle like a person, not a number. From collision repair and windshield replacement to paintless dent repair and hail damage removal, Dent Boys can cover all your automotive repair needs and make sure you are satisfied every step of the way. Call or visit the professionals at Dent Boys today and see the Dent Boys difference.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
End of the year.
(7:19). We're joined by State Rep Jack Fortner and his wife Pam. Welcome, you two. Good to have you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You bet. So, how's it been going?
Good.
Yep.
I do want to let everybody know it's a pleasure to have Miss Pam here this morning. She has already told me to sit up straight and adjusted my collar and fixed my hair. So I must be looking good. That's all I can say.
That's funny. So, I mean, wow, it's the end of a decade.
Yep.
End of the decade. You know, it's 20, it's a new decade, you know. What do you look forward to in 2021, 22, 23?
Oh, I try to be, I guess I am the eternal optimist. I find it's better to be that way than be a pessimist. It's easier on your stomach.
Yep.
And in these times, it can be a struggle. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We were talking a little bit earlier, Dale, about Thanksgiving and the holiday coming up, and you mentioned about people are getting into the spirit earlier. You thought.
Yeah, we were on the phone yesterday, and it's just Angela Broom said, "I've already got my tree up," and she, Angela, she just bubbles over with excitement. Anyway, they're changing the downtown Christmas tree lighting. It's now a Christmas festival. They've got a 30 or 35 foot tree coming in. They're putting 30-something thousand lights on this thing. Big parade. They've got a fun run. This thing starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It goes like 7:30. They have vendors, have just a big street festival. And then at the end of the parade, the tree is lit. It's just like, let's have some fun. And
Well, yeah.
And I think it points to a strong economy.
Yeah. It does. It does. Yesterday, it reached an all-time high, I believe, 28.66.
Good. It hit
That's
28 again.
28,066.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple really positive things, and I know this isn't what we're supposed to be talking about, but
it was up 190 points yesterday. That's good.
There's a couple things that has really benefited Arkansas. Agriculture, rice, that agreement we just made with South Korea.
Oh, I did.
They're going to start buying our rice
along with Cuba still buying it.
Well, South Korea is buying lots, and they're going to buy more. They've opened that up, and then
the governor worked on that. Was that the governor's initiative?
Yep.
Good.
And then they've agreed to take our chicken.
Whoa.
Now, for so many years, ever since that avian flu thing, or something, they're just now starting to, and they've agreed to accept chickens, and that's going to directly affect 21 plants in Arkansas. So that's good. That's good stuff, and people know that. People know their jobs are more secure. They're feeling better. They just are. They're just feeling better about the economy. At least in Arkansas, I know that. The people I talk to. And I feel good. I do. I do. Yeah. Now of course, we're going to go into the election, and that'll suck the life out of some of us. But we just rise above that and go right on.
We've got a hit on this. The impeachment hearings. There's Barnum and Bailey behind it.
All you get out of Jack is
That's all you get out of it.
It's all I can do. It is all I can do to control what I say. It is. Pam and I, we watch the local news, and then we turn it off.
That's what I do.
It is a circus. It is for entertainment value. It is for people to promote themselves. It's for people to get TV time and media exposure. It has nothing to do with helping this country. I don't care which side you're on. Everybody is sick of it.
Oh, yeah. I watched a clip of a Republican congressman, and he was talking about the word bribe. And he says, okay, give me some time here. He says, 3 different depositions totaling 3,600 pages. And he reached out and he stacks papers this high. He says, these are 3 different depositions that total 3,600 pieces of paper. And he says, before we printed this out, we did a word search for one word, bribe. And he formed bribe, bribery, whatever it may be. It came up one time in 3,600 pages. That was Joe Biden. Talking to about Joe Biden rather than anybody else. Out of 3,600 pages of depositions, it came up one time, and it wasn't the president. He says, I challenge you, do your word search. You can put the document and search for this word, and that's what came up.
Well, we need, if we want to go forward, regardless of your political party or your affiliation or what you feel about the current administration, if you want the country to go forward, we have to look at the good, promote good. Don't try to tear down good, because the countries around the world are looking at us. If I was a multi-trillion billionaire in another country, and I saw that we were fighting each other and picking and do you think I want to invest a whole bunch of money in a business or a company? You know, I'm going to think. So anyway, let's talk about. You know what? I am thankful.
Let's talk about some fun stuff now.
I am thankful for a lot of things.
Yep.
I am thankful for my loving wife. Seriously, 50 years. I always like to make this perfectly clear when I have to sit next to her. She is the one that I came with. I started with her. I kept her. She just looks better than I do. This is not one that I picked up along the way.
That sounds like a John Kennedy speech.
Yeah, really.
Mrs. Kennedy is organizing herself, but she looks better than we do when she does it.
Yeah. You know what else I'm thankful for? I am thankful for work to do and the ability and the strength to get up and do it every day. I am. I enjoy what I do. I don't care. Yesterday I spent all day with a backpack weed blower blowing leaves and burning them. And you know, I enjoyed that and I felt good about it. Because when I got done, they were gone.
They were gone?
And
in the yard looks so good when it's clean.
Yeah. You know, and I do. I just try to get up each day and be thankful for that day. Because I assure you, tomorrow could be worse. So we all need to be thankful for the day where we are, because you'll not get this day back. And if you wish this day away, that day's lost. And then tomorrow may be a worse day than this one. So you need to make the best of what you got in front of you.
But, you know, overall we've been blessed. You know, like my morning prayer, I was talking to my boy, my oldest son, in Murfreesboro, Tennessee last night. He called me. We talked for about 40 minutes. And just kind of going back over the years, it's been fun. You know, look forward to making new memories. You know, my grandparents and parents have all passed. And, our Thanksgivings, we did 25 years in a row at the same location as a big, big family. You know, my dad and his 3 brothers and all the families get together. And we still continue that tradition to a certain point. But a lot of folks over the last several years have passed on. But we can still make new memories. You know, been fun.
Another thing that I am extremely grateful for is my family, my parents, my aunts and uncles, the way I was raised, how I was raised, what I was taught. I am thankful for that. I wasn't always appreciative of it at the time, but as I look back, I wished I had taken more time to talk to my dad and let him know how I felt. But, you know, we didn't do that. Boys didn't hug their dads, and their dads certainly didn't hug their sons. But I wished I had. I had an uncle, probably my favorite uncle, Gerald Richardson. He and I were only like 10 years apart, but I thought he was a grown man. And he was from Yellville, and he was quite the man. He sang bluegrass, he sang in groups, but he was what he was, and I don't think you could find a person to say a bad word about him when he was alive or after he was dead. And that's I hope people can say that about me when I'm gone. I doubt it, but but I hope so.
Me and my dad worked together. When I bought that 57 Chrysler New Yorker, had the big Hemi in it, had the 392 Hemi, and I had found through one of the Chrysler clubs a guy that had a twin 4-barrel manifold with the carburetors for $100. Jack, I got a 2 4-barrel manifold and the carburetors for $100. Think about the price on that, you know.
Yeah.
You couldn't touch that now for $1,500.
Yeah.
But we got that all situated, and my dad actually built the throttle link because we didn't have the things that were missing was the linkage.
Yeah.
We had to build it ourselves. That's one thing I'll never forget. He showed me how to measure and how to engineer. You got to get this and this and this, and you know, we put the 2 4-barrels on that. And it was fun working with him, getting that going.
You betcha.
And so I forgot to turn my phone off.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Pam, what are you thankful for? Your loving, kind husband?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Look at the camera and say that.
Yeah.
Where is it?
That didn't sound like a lot of confidence
Yeah, I know.
there.
I know.
You know?
I was like, oh.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, I'm on camera. Why, yes.
No, I always say that in my life I've had really exceptionally good men. First my dad, and then I married Jack, and his dad he was just the best. And I don't have any of those horror stories that a lot of women have with how they grew up. I don't have that at all. And as for Thanksgiving, my mom's family, there were 10 kids, lived in Central California, and we would all rent a hall on the Thursday of Thanksgiving, and everybody would come together and get together, and that's when I got to see my cousins, and we'd play and all that. And it was usually pretty nice, you know, so we could run around outside and play. And then we did the same thing again for Christmas. So it was just really a big family thing that we always had. Plenty of turkey, and I had an Aunt Bonnie that fixed the chocolate cake. You know, and then we always, because they were from Oklahoma, and we always had a big pot of beans and all those things. But I just remember that as a good time, and that I just absolutely hated my boy cousins. But anyway, I decided long ago what not to name my children when I had them, because I didn't want them to be those guys. But everybody has those, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was way the youngest of in my family, and it was nice to get together with cousins because they would be my age. So that was really good. We had good times, and Christmas times with my family and with his. We lived in Reno, and we'd always drive over the pass and spend time with the families, and so we've had really good family times.
I was telling my son last night, I remember in the early 60s, my grandmother said, let's go look at the windows. Back then, the storefronts, you know, you parallel parked, and the stores would have like windows here, the door in the middle, and windows over here, and they had display areas. Well, we were downtown St. Louis. This is on a Friday or Saturday night, and this one guy, I'll never forget this, he had a train, and it went right to left in front of you, came over here, and he had a mountain, and his train goes up the mountain here, had a big old bridge across here, this mountain came down. And as a 4 or 5 year old kid, I was just, wow. It was so nice.
You know who has a beautiful display we noticed coming in this morning in Gilbert? They have really, it looks like a winter wonderland down there, the whole building and everything.
Realty.
Really, on 62 West?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
To my look. Wow.
Yeah, it's quite, they've really put an effort out. There's just, and downtown, you know, you were talking about what they're doing downtown. I think they must have supercharged those snowflakes. Are those new flakes? They are so white. I mean,
the mayor's really into the Christmas spirit. He's got lights hanging everywhere down there. I was down there night before last. It's gorgeous down there. There's going to be a lot more.
Yep. They're making a real effort.
Yeah. And that's, you know, that makes you feel good, you know, when it's not ho-hum, okay, we're going to put this little tree out here and turn the lights on, you know, okay, that's it, you know. We've got a big festival coming up, and I think you're going to see a lot of people downtown, a lot of people having fun. Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. All right. We're going to take a break. It's almost 7:33, so we're going to take a break more with Jack and Pam right after this.
End of the year clearance on all G3 boats and Yamaha motors at Henderson Marine. Come check out the low prices on 2019 model G3 fishing boats and G3 Suncatcher pontoons. Henderson Marine offers in-house financing and is your local authorized Yamaha service center. Need parts, accessories, water toys? They got them too. Need to winterize? Call Henderson Marine today to schedule your winterization. When maintenance matters, call Henderson Marine at 870-488-5600.
Come see us today at Henderson Marine. For years I've lifted weights, probably 30 years. The last 2.5, 3 years I'd have pain in my back of my deltoid at the joint. And it was extremely painful, and it didn't matter if I lifted weights or what I did. Whenever I pushed on anything, it hurt. Dr. Osgood had told me about this laser therapy, and so I tried it. 4 sessions later, 0 pain. And now I'm lifting weights again with no pain.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
It's almost 7:36. Jack Fortner's wife Pam here, and of course Jack is Seat 99 State Representative. Good to have you here. What do we need to talk about now? Let's keep it going. A lot of good fun things going on.
The Capitol looks beautiful.
Oh, it does.
Oh my goodness.
We were there. Actually, there the day they had everything out and were uncrating things and putting things up. And it is the People's Capitol. We like everyone to come in. It is just absolutely beautiful. They do a great job there every year.
It is. You know, I know it's a 3-hour drive down there, but it would be a good day trip. And like Pam said, that is the People's Building. Mm-hmm. And you'd feel warmly welcomed when you go down there, and you can walk around all the stairwells.
And you better get your picture taken with Adolf down there.
Yeah. Adolf is one of the Capitol policemen, and he loves to take pictures with people.
Every day.
He's a really friendly guy. He is, and he's a
top-notch guy.
He is. He's a good representative. But you know what? He does his job too.
Oh, he does.
Don't ever think that he is not a policeman. Mm-hmm. But he has a way about him that makes people comfortable, and he is an asset.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people down there like that. And on positive notes, we're critical of government employees and what they do, and on the take, and feeding at the trough, and all that. There is a lady down there. She's a janitor, or I don't know what the politically correct term is, but that's what she does. And I want to tell you, she takes extreme pride in that building and how it looks. I have seen her scrubbing to get a scuff mark, a heel mark off that white tile, that marble, until she gets it off. It would be just as easy to push the broom by it and go on down the road. She takes pride in what she does, and she takes pride in that building. And I take every opportunity I have when I see her to tell her how I appreciate it, because I do. I appreciate anybody doing any job the best they can do it.
She don't cut corners, she cleans them.
No, that's exactly right. She is and there's right from the people in the cafeteria. There you have a bunch of good, loyal, dedicated employees down there.
And you're not talking people that are doing this because they're Republican or Democrat or who's sitting in the governor's chair,
Nope.
lieutenant governor.
Nope.
This is because they care about the building and the people that come in there, regardless of any party affiliation.
I have what's considered my staff down there. They are there through every administration. These are what's called constituent services. It's ladies. Oh, there's one man in there now, but if I have a need or a request, I'll go in there and I'll make that need known. They will find out who can get me an answer. They will get me the contact. They'll get me the information so I'm prepared. And then once it's over, they'll send a letter to my constituent on my behalf, making me look like a hero when they actually did the work.
Wow.
Now that's what, and they're there. We don't talk. They don't talk. Are they Democrat, Republican, Independent? They never do. And they don't have an opinion. They are trained not to have a political opinion. They are there to serve the people in the body, and
Yeah.
that's what they do. And I know
That's good
I know
to hear.
people aren't going to believe that. I know, because we believe what we want to believe, but
Mhm.
that's a problem. We need to believe what is real and true. Not necessarily, because you're going to find it's hard to believe, but everything that Jack wants isn't the best thing always. Yeah. And Jack isn't always right. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, that's all true.
We are recording, right?
Yeah. And here,
Are you gonna play this back to everybody?
here's something else.
Don't you have? I will send you a copy of this clip.
And here's another one. There are people that are smarter than Jack.
Oh.
There's another edit.
Yeah.
I'm getting a few of these. They're going to be over and over and over. And over.
What's that? What's that little thing on Facebook? The boomerang. It'd be, Jack is not always right. Jack is not always right.
If more of us,
But now let me point this out.
Yeah.
You admit it.
I do. I do.
How many won't do that?
Yeah.
A lot. But if more of us could admit to that, we would be way ahead. Because long time ago, I come up with this little deal. I was working in a job, and it was with when I was starting out as a young man, and the people it was a union shop, and everything there, boy, if you had been there a long time, you were the man, you were God, and you knew it, and there was no question it. And one time I got so tired of it, I wrote on one of the walls, all men are ignorant, just on different subjects. You know, and that is the truth.
Yeah.
Just because you know everything about something doesn't mean that you know everything about everything. So.
Well, you know, when I was in the car business, in the repair, I was front end alignment, front end rebuild, some engine work, tune-ups and stuff like that. I was never afraid to say, I don't know. You always find something new.
Yeah.
You know, what would cause this? Well, you know, I don't know, but let me find out. I mean, it could take a day or so to get the Chiltons or the motor manuals out and start studying, trying to figure out what was wrong, you know. But, you know, I want to, you know, when you're saying that Jack is not always right, okay, let's say that you've got this 25-page bill before you and you've got to study this bill. When you read it, do you look at it top to bottom, right to left, left to right, upside down, right side up, inside and out? Do you dissect this thing all the way apart to figure out a bill if it's complicated? How do you come up with a decision on a really hot topic?
I read the introduction, I read the conclusion, and I talk to the sponsor of the bill. Because they have researched that bill, they know all of that bill, and then I'll talk to someone that I trust in the legislature that I know specializes in that field. I can't know everything about all those bills, and I can't read them all.
Yeah, it's impossible.
I can't. Now, anybody that tells you they read all those bills and stay up at night, well, they're a better man than me.
How many bills were
that's how
filed
I
the
do
last
it.
session?
I
Over
think-
1,000?
I think it's 1,400 and something. And you can't.
Even if it's one page, that's 1,400 pages. It takes forever.
And there are bills on finance that are very, very complicated. But I know a man down there that I trust implicitly. He has been there a long time. I don't know if he could even tie his own shoes, but I guarantee you he knows those financial bills inside and out, and he understands it. And I go to him and ask him to explain it to me so I can understand it, and he does. He doesn't talk down to me, he just explains it to me. And he'll cut. That same man that is probably a financial genius comes to me on matters he doesn't understand because we have a relationship I've established. And we don't make fun of each other and we don't tell anybody else. That's how you're effective, or how I think you're effective.
That is interesting. That is interesting. You know, yeah, and I've never looked down on somebody, you know, like, I hate to say janitor, but you talk about the janitor at the Capitol, that's not a job, that's a talent.
Thing is, how would that place look if there weren't any?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to clean it. I'm not good at cleaning. I just go through as fast as I can, get it done. That's what Jack does.
Mm-hmm.
And it would look that way.
Yeah.
We have a guy down there named Lynn, and he's in charge of the house side, I believe, of the Capitol. I've never seen him sitting.
Really?
Yeah, he's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he's there like, what, 4 in the morning or something?
I used to, when we're in session, I usually get up like at 4:30 and go to the Capitol, and I either walk outside, walk a mile, or I go inside and I walk the halls.
Yeah, the creepy part down the basement where there's ghosts.
Ghosts. Woo-hoo. Well, I'll be walking through there at 4:30. The lights will be on in the speaker's office. The coffee pot will be perking, and the temperature set because Lynn is in the building. And if your chair is squeaking in the chamber, you say, Lynn, and that chair stops squeaking. If your button doesn't push like you want it, you tell Lynn, and Lynn fixes it. Lynn's I don't know how they're ever going to replace it.
It'll take 3 people, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I would suggest that you go down there, and if you want to come down, you call Miss Pam. She'll give you a tour, and we'd be glad to take anybody from up here because we don't get that many visitors from our area, and I love it when they come down. We're going to have, this is a little plug, the combined Cotter, Yellville's Summit choirs. They're going to come in mass, and they're going to sing in the Capitol over Christmas holiday.
December 13.
December 13.
It's Friday the 13th.
And they don't know it yet, but Miss Pam has managed to get me to break loose with enough money to buy enough ice cream. We're going to give them all ice cream. We've reserved a room, and we're going to bring them over and give them all ice cream after it's over. So it's going to be a big time.
In case you don't know, and there may be people out there that don't know, but I think it's 15 minutes in the rotunda, there's a different high school or a different choir, not necessarily high school, from all the schools in Arkansas. And I just love to sit there and listen to them file through. So that's what they're doing. They have their 15 minutes of glory.
Is that the area where Lieutenant Governor was promoted in that?
Yes, in the rotunda up there, and the acoustics are tremendous up there. If you have an opportunity.
Were you there when Susanna sang the national anthem in the rotunda for Lieutenant Governor's promotion?
No,
I don't think so.
Oh my goodness.
Well, imagine
she's got the voice to do that, but in the rotunda, you've got that natural reverb. Oh my goodness!
And it starts. What week does it start? The first week in. We'll have to get that for you. I think it starts the first week in December, and it goes through the second or third week, and it's all day choirs, and that's worth going down there and see if just for that.
You bet.
Yep.
And they tell you the name. There's a little poster there, and they keep flicking up the names of the choirs so you know who it is when you walk in.
And we should be extremely proud of that group that's coming down there because it takes an effort on the teacher's part, the school system's part, the bus driver's part, because that's quite a task to load all those kids and get them down there. And
get everybody
you
into
have
the
to
Capitol.
You have to be selected. They start calling.
It was like 7 a.m. one
7
day
a.m.
on
of a certain day, and it fills up before noon that day. So it takes an effort to be one of the ones that get to participate. Not everybody gets to participate.
Wow, I need to run down there.
Yeah, you would. You'd enjoy it.
I bet I would.
It's great.
7:48. More with Jack and Pam right after this quick break.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Whether you're a professional lawnscape contractor or a homeowner in need of quality lawn equipment, Moran's Lawn & Garden has you covered. Moran's is the longest originally owned lawn and garden business in Mountain Home, with a 5,700 square foot warehouse packed full of new current year inventory for all your lawn maintenance needs. Moran stocks a full line of factory parts, and they service everything they sell, offering top names like Grasshopper, Hustler, and Country Clipper. Moran stands behind their quality service with thousands of customers using their products daily. Moran's Lawn & Garden, servicing the entire Twin Lakes area.
Hi, we're Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, and we'd like you to meet the rest of our team.
When you are working with the Z Team, you will find that not only are they down-to-earth people, but they are trained professionals who work with downsizers, first-time homebuyers, and clients who may want to relocate to our beautiful Ozarks. Our team has agents who specialize in lake and river properties, listing and selling raw land, acreage, and all residential homes. Listing your property with the Z Team will help get it sold with unmatched Century 21 global marketing. You can find out more at retiretoarkansas.net.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
7:51. We find out that schedule yet?
No.
Nope. We're working on it.
Yeah, she's waiting for a text message.
There you go. Jack, what else you got for us? You want to talk about a civics class?
Oh, I do. I had the extreme pleasure over the last 2 weeks to speak at it's a group of juniors at Flippin High School, the civics teacher.
Mrs. Risley.
Mrs. Risley, Brenda Risley, invited.
No, it's not Brenda.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's not
Well,
Brenda.
Mrs. Risley invited me to come and speak to her civics class. And she had those kids prepared. Now, I'm telling you, they were ready with questions. They were engaged. And I went through and gave them my little spiel. And then I said at the end, I'll have an opportunity where you can ask me anything you want. Now, that was woo! And they did. They took me at my word. And I loved it. They were engaged. They were involved. They wanted to know some personal things. They wanted to know some opinions. And I thought, if they're bold enough to ask me, I'm bold enough to tell them. So I told them, I said...
Brittany.
That was Brenda was close.
Miss Brittany, if you're listening, I'm sorry, kid. I do know and love you. Anyway, they asked me some real engaging questions, and I said, well, listen, can I answer these for you 2 ways? I said, I do have a personal life. I said, and Jack has personal opinions. I said, now Representative Fortner may or may not be of that same opinion. And this one little girl, she said, well, do you have trouble separating issues that you're very passionate about? And I said, yes, I do. And I do. And she said, well, how do you handle that? And I said, well, I'll tell you how I handle that. I said, unless it's something that is a extreme moral issue with Jack, here's what Jack does. I said, I have a little book I carry in my pocket. I said, and if it's a controversial bill and I know it's going to have a lot of feedback, I put at the top of that little notebook what it is, and I put yes and no. And then I make 1 mark for Jack. And then I ask Miss Pam, and I put 1 mark for Miss Pam. I said, and then I wait. And I said, I tabulate what my constituents call, email, or text me, and that's how I vote. And she said, regardless of how you feel? I said, regardless of how I feel. And I think that was enlightening for them. They just thought that I was the genius and I would just study everything and make my own mind up for everybody. And then I went on to say, that's why it's very important that you all register as soon as you can and that you vote. I said, guys, don't ever let anybody tell you that voting is not important. And then I went on to tell them how few people it took to get me elected. And then I went on to tell them about this little story that I have about crazy people. And the world is full of crazies. And there are crazies in my district. And if one of those crazies was charismatic and was able to bring X amount of people, and because I had told him how many got me elected last time, of his followers in here, register them to vote. I said, they could be your man and run this district. Now that's reality. I said, do you want that to happen? No. Well, I said, then you and your parents need to register and vote. Because it can, and guys, it can happen.
Yeah, it can.
It has come close to happening. They just weren't organized enough to make it happen. And we need to engage with our young people. We need to be honest. We need to be truthful. When they ask you questions, don't shine them on. Tell them the truth. And there was one little girl there. Her and I were on separate sides of the marijuana issue. And I knew it by the way she phrased it. And I said, well, let me answer this two ways. I said, the first way, Jack is against recreational marijuana. I said, Jack the rep is going to have to see what his people tell him. So we need to talk to our young people. And then one of them, the last question, this one little girl asked me, and the girl seemed to have all the probing questions. She said, well, how did you get elected? She said, if I wanted to be you, what would you suggest that I do? I told her, I said, well, I would suggest that you educate yourself. I would suggest that you don't ain't got knows. You need to know how to talk. You need to know how to present yourself, and you need to know a little bit about a lot of things. And you need to be able to make people like you. And there was 36 of them in there. I said, be honest with Mr. Jack. I said, by a show of hands, you didn't know me when I came in here. How many of you would vote for me tomorrow? They all raised their hands. I said, that is how you get elected.
There you go. Wow. Wow. Find out, Pam? No. Nothing yet? Final 2.5 minutes.
I think it's the first week in December. We'll let you know so you can
Yeah, send me a text or something. We'll announce on community.
Did you do okay without me? I had to cough.
I did. Hard to believe, but I did.
It was a little bit rough, but
yeah.
Just on this end. But
did you put your sentences together really well?
I believe I did. I think.
And his shirt collar stays.
Yeah, got it up.
Still okay?
By the way, I have
straight?
to mention one thing. Pam, you're doing a great job today in this interview. I think you're doing a fantastic.
Thank you, Scooter.
Thank you.
I don't thought you two, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
You know, I do appreciate coming in here and being able to talk to you. I know I'm not, you're probably the typical politician. I know I don't fit the mold all the time, but I do enjoy having an opportunity to come in here and talk to you and to express myself. I appreciate what you guys do, and I really appreciate how early you have to get down here.
You'd really like the one that I said be here at 5:55 instead of 6:55. You got here an hour ahead of me.
Oh.
I typed it wrong.
Oh yeah,
That's
that would have
embarrassing.
That would have been good.
Well, he's taking me to breakfast.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, I said I'll go if you'll take me to breakfast.
So there is bribery, right?
Yeah.
We found that work.
Yes,
that works
I
well.
bribed the state representative.
That works well.
Yeah.
About 40 seconds. Final thoughts, Jack and Pam. Thanks for being here, and happy Thanksgiving.
Well, you know, and same to you guys. And what I'd like to leave with people is, you know, you are good. You have ability. in your own rights. God has given you the skills and what you have to work with. You don't need to make somebody else look less so you can look better. That's a lot of problems right now. Mm-hmm. Everybody's trying to make somebody else look worse so they think they can look better. And don't do that. Let other people make you look good.
We got to run. Thanks for being here. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank
Be
you.
back tomorrow.
All right, bye-bye.